Hello, my name is Sasha, and I guess this is my first official YouTube video. The reason I am starting this channel is because I am 26 weeks and 5 days pregnant. And when I found out I was pregnant, I would get home from work, crawl into bed because I was completely and totally exhausted. And I would search on YouTube for birthing videos, birthing vlogs, birthing stories, anything having to do with babies being born is what I watched, and I watched a lot of it. My husband says I was obsessed, which I don't deny one bit. I definitely still watch birthing videos, and I try to find other YouTubers to watch, but there's a few staple families that I continually watch on here, and I've kind of followed them from the beginning where they had the baby until now. And yeah, I just really like watching the videos. They somehow make me feel good, or that I'm connecting with other people, and that's really nice. So I was motivated by watching YouTube, and I thought that it would just be nice to have a new hobby. I don't really have any hobbies, and I thought maybe I would have a fun time with this. So I'm kind of just testing it out right now to see what happens. And another reason I'm doing it is because I just want some home videos that I can edit and save and have for the future, so that we can just have family videos. All right, so a little bit about myself. I am recently married. My husband's name is Matt. We got married last August 5th, and we wanted to start a family right away. I would have been fine with waiting a little bit longer. I'm 34. I could have waited another year or two maybe, but Matt is 41, and he had never wanted kids. Ever at all. And then we met and things changed. And he decided that he really wanted to have kids and a family. And that was sort of one of my requirements when we first met and we first started dating, because he had talked about not wanting kids, and he has been previously married and never thought he was going to get married again. And I told him point blank, I am a marrying girl and I want to have a family. So if that's not something you're interested in, this would not work out. But he decided to get married again, and now we're pregnant. So you never know. So as I am sitting here and editing this video, I am realizing that completely sounded like I had given my husband an ultimatum, and that is not the case. I was just very clear from the get-go that I wanted to be married and I wanted to have kids. So if that's not what he was into, we probably shouldn't start dating. Okay, clarification over. Back to the video. Ooh, kettle chips. So good. So I am currently 26 weeks and 5 days pregnant with 13 weeks and 2 days to go. But who's counting? When Matt and I decided that we wanted to get pregnant right away, we did some testing before I ever even took my IUD out. And it was a blood test that I took first. And if I was positive for any sort of defects that I could transfer to my child, then my husband needed to get tested as well. So I actually came back positive for 3 things that I had never even heard of, but they were pretty bad. Like the child being born with a bunch of sores all over the body, and another one where the child wouldn't have even survived a couple months after being born. So, and I know this is probably a super hot topic because some people would still decide to go through with the pregnancy anyway, but we wanted to find out before we ever even started a family, because if that was the case, then we probably wouldn't have had kids and we probably would have adopted. So then Matt went and got tested, and he was negative for the 3 that I was positive for. So there wasn't a chance of our child having that. So we did that before we got pregnant. Then once we were pregnant, we did the initial genetic testing that you can do at the beginning of the pregnancy. And all of that was good to go. And we found out that we are having a little boy, which Matt is ecstatic about. I'm like, is that just a guy thing? They just want to have a son. I was fine with whatever. Part of me really did want to have a girl though, because I just kind of spent my entire life thinking I was going to have a girl first and a boy second. And that was that. So I think my expectations weren't met. And even though I didn't really care, and now I'm so happy that we're having a boy, it was still kind of like, oh, I really thought that I was going to have a girl first. But it's fine. Baby is due on May 15th. Matt's birthday is May 14th. Due date is May 15th. My mom's birthday is May 16th, and my dad's birthday is May 17th. So that's kind of crazy. And I'm just going to be surrounded by stubborn Tauruses. I realize he could be early or late. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm fine with whenever he's born. Some things about this pregnancy. Let's see. I didn't have like any morning sickness. I had this weird 3 days of nauseousness, and it was awful. I stayed home from work. I'm a teacher, a first grade teacher, and I was like, there is no way in hell that I would be able to work. So I stayed home for 3 days, and that was pretty much the gist of my morning sickness, nauseousness. The thing that changed for me the most was I was exhausted, like a complete walking zombie. I would get home from work at 3:30 or 4, and I would immediately get into my PJs and crawl into bed. I was so tired all the time, and I was an avid coffee drinker before I got pregnant, so going down to 1 cup a day was like the hardest thing ever. A lot that changed for me too. My husband and I are very social. We used to go out all the time. We'd do happy hours and we'd go out dancing. And so the whole like shift of lifestyle and my energy levels being so down and not even wanting to see people because I was so tired and not drinking anymore. And that was just a really big lifestyle change for me. That was pretty hard. I'm a lot better with it now, and I have energy again. I started getting energy again my second trimester. I think it was around like 15 or 16 weeks. I was like, what is this? Is this a hint of energy that I feel? And it's been great ever since. My husband is now the one who goes to bed before me, and I stay up later, which is completely backwards from how it's always been. And I think that he's just trying to live it up with the whole sleeping right now, because he probably won't get much done sleeping once the baby's born. Is that right, babe? I was talking about how you've just been sleeping a lot more now because are you like feeling like you need to preserve it? He says absolutely. He's upstairs right now. See, anything else about the pregnancy? Okay, I started feeling him move when I was 19 weeks pregnant. Some people are like, oh, it feels like butterflies in your stomach, or it feels like you have gas inside your stomach. And it did not feel like that for me, like at all. It's kind of hard to explain what it feels like, but basically if like this is the inside of your stomach, it just kind of felt like this soft sort of like wave going. And now that I'm 26 weeks pregnant, I feel him all the time, mostly at night after I've had dinner and I'm like laying down, but I feel him all the time, and I can actually see my stomach moving from the outside, which has been really fun. So I've really been enjoying that. Although sometimes I feel like I'm kind of like a punching bag. I just have like this alien inside of me, like punching me all the time. So while I love it, part of me gets kind of annoyed, but for the most part, I love it. Let's see, anything else about the pregnancy that has been odd or crazy? Not really. I was going to an OBGYN who I absolutely loved. And then once I started watching YouTube videos I kind of wanted to lean more to seeing a midwife or going to a birthing center. And I started pregnancy saying absolutely 100% I'm getting an epidural, screw natural labor. And that's how I started pregnancy. And now I'm a lot more open to kind of whatever happens. I actually want to start with a natural childbirth and just see what happens. I know anything can happen, so I'm completely open to whatever happens, but I went from completely set on wanting an epidural to not wanting an epidural. So, and that just came from like me watching videos and seeing the natural birth process and kind of just wanting to have the opportunity and the chance to just feel that, even if it's hell, I still want to feel it. And my husband and I are starting birthing classes next, let's see what day. We're starting on February 20th, and we're doing hypnobirthing. And again, I found out about hypnobirthing from YouTube, and it just seemed kind of like up my alley as far as breathing and visualizing and having that be a way of coping with natural labor. So we're both really excited about the hypnobirthing classes coming up. And we're excited too, because we're hoping to meet some like other couples. Our friends do not have babies at all. Like our friends don't even have kids. Like how many couple friends do we have that even have kids? 5? Really? Yeah, but a lot of them don't even live here. So we live in the Pacific Northwest, and so many of my friends who have kids are in California. And so we really don't have anyone around here that has kids. We have a couple friends, but no one that has like a brand new baby. So he and I are really looking forward to potentially meeting some other people in birthing class that we can become friends with and have play dates with our new babies. I guess I should say I do want this channel to be as authentic as it possibly can be. Can be crass sometimes. I'm pretty sarcastic, extremely laid back. I do swear, so I'll try to like limit that, but I can't promise anything. So just be prepared. You might hear me drop some F-bombs or say shit, because that's just me. I'm really excited to videotape just a day in the life with me and my husband when the baby's born. I definitely want to have like a birth video and capture that. I still need to ask if my hospital will let me videotape. I'm hoping that they will. So yeah, just really excited to start documenting all of the different parts and aspects of our life. I can't really think of anything else to put in this video right now, but if I do think of something, I'll be back. I will show you my 26-week bump. Oh, okay. Kind of from the front, you can't really see too well. And that is the bump as of right now. I've gained 16 pounds. That was from my last doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago. And it was when I was 25 weeks. So, and I was measuring right at 25 weeks with my belly. And yeah, so I guess that's it for now. This has been fun and looking forward to some more videos. And if you watched, thanks for watching.